welcome back, everybody. We're here at the Guillotines and Guitars studio here in Hartsville, South Carolina. We're here on Season 2, Cut 7 tonight.
Yes.
And we're not talking about Ernest Hemingway. We're not doing it.
We're not talking. I thought that was one of the topics.
We're not doing it. I don't want to hear about him. I don't want to mention him.
Was he a shredder?
But yeah, was he a shredder? Did you find out?
He's a great writer, as I was told.
Writer?
Wasn't even a musician.
Ernest Hemingway was a writer?
Shut up, Carol. I know it was you. All right, welcome back, everybody. Hope everybody's been keeping up with us. We got 1 through 25 on Season 1 out on YouTube and all audio podcasts.
Yes.
And we got 1 through 4.
Yes, 4.
Yeah, 1 through 4
4 went out today.
Yes, 4 went out today. So we got 1 through 4 Season 2 out on all audio podcasts and YouTube. We need you to go to YouTube and subscribe. We need you to go to audio platforms, and we need you to download it. What?
Are you just going to copy everything Trey's saying?
He ain't said nothing.
Whenever he says something, then you say the exact same thing after him.
I'm not messing with you tonight, Scott. I refuse to drop F-bombs, and I refuse to get frustrated with you. I'm not doing this tonight. It's going to be a good night.
Yes.
You and your tiny shirt, just sit over there and be quiet. All right, Guillotines. We're talking about the Grim Reaper, the origins of the Grim Reaper. Where'd he come from? Why is he there? What does he do? Why does he carry that big-ass knife? That's what we're talking about. And guitars, not Ernest Hemingway.
Was he a shredder?
We're talking about the Monkees. And?
Hey, we're the Monkees.
What's the rest of it? The Monkees?
It's just about the Monkees.
We're just talking about the Monkees. They had some kind of railroad station they was going through or something. That's it.
This week in 1966, they had
this week. That's why we're doing this. This week in 1966.
Topped the charts, yeah, in 1966 with Last Train to Clarksville.
That's what it was. I knew that was on the train going somewhere.
And so that's why we're talking about the Monkees and
not Ernest Hemingway.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, we went live just a little while ago on Facebook, and we told Chris that the topics were the Ernest Hemingway. Was he the best shredder ever?
And of course, I don't know who Ernest Hemingway is. And I was like, hey, why are we talking about? I've never heard of this musician.
Chris pulled it up on his iPad and said, I'm ready. I've got it. Went to Wikipedia, pulls it up.
Pulling him up.
Zooms in, ready to go. He's ready to talk about Ernest Hemingway. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're going to talk about tonight. Ernest Hemingway. Was he the best shredder ever?
Best guitar shredder
ever. And they
ever.
just died laughing. That was just, I was like, what's going on here?
Studied up.
He's not even a musician, Chris. And I'm like, I started reading. I was like, I'm trying to watch my language. They got me.
Scott
so I thought Ernest Hemingway was some kind of shredding, artist.
Hey, he might be.
He could be. He could be a shredder. Scott would know because he laid that out for you.
All right, where's your coin at, dummy? All right.
You want to spin it?
Yeah, I want to spin. I ain't got to spin in a while. Let me spin this.
Shred that coin.
Hey.
Oh man.
How about that? I'll take that coin. What we got? It ain't Ernest Hemingway.
Oh, I see where that's going.
Guillotine. All right, man. I don't even need this iPad because I've been studying all day.
Oh, are you ready?
Guillotines. We're talking about the Grim Reaper. Where'd it come from? And we're going to do a shot.
Before every segment, we have to do a shot. Guess what tonight's shot is? You're not going to guess. You're not going to guess this one. I like to go to the liquor store before the show and get these twisted shots. Twisted. That's your boy.
Twisted.
That's Scott's guy. I like to get these twisted shots.
Twisted or not.
And and this kind of has like a clown feel to it because they're different colors. One's blue on one side and pink on the other side, or purple.
Oh,
Twisted would like that.
I like
These are called porn star.
Ooh,
porn star.
Oh, just want to be big porn stars with living hilltop. That's not
rock
stars.
It was close.
Yeah, close. Yeah, you're only off by one word.
I've never tried these. I don't know if they're any good.
Dude, look at these
it's
things.
Pretty.
Man, get the camera. Look at that. Look at that.
Wrong camera. Do it again.
Look at the coloration, the mixolation,
Well, it's not
the animation.
It's not mixolated yet.
Man, look at that. That's beautiful. I like it. I got to buy me some now.
Well, let's taste it first and see if it's any good.
All right, guys.
Smells strong.
I know.
It smells like John would like this.
Here's to Guillotines and the Grim Reaper. Cheers.
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 That son of a gun had some booze in it, buddy.
Woo.
It tastes like feet.
I've never tasted feet.
I hadn't either.
I could imagine that's what it tastes like. Like,
no,
like
you already
like
said
feet that's been on their feet all day, and you take the sock off, and then you taste the feet. That's what it probably tastes like.
Wasn't
Would that be male or female?
Did
feet?
you say it tastes like feet when he's been on his feet all day?
I thought he did
That's
say
what I
when
think I
he's
heard.
been on his feet all day.
I always thinking about
It
about
looked
the
it
meal.
looked
Yum.
pretty, but it didn't taste pretty.
We shouldn't have opened it. We should have just left it.
Let the feet
Pretty.
should let the feet marinate a little bit more.
No.
Yeah.
But hey,
No,
that was pretty good.
Did not enjoy that one.
Grim Reaper. So
The Grim Reaper.
I've been on YouTube all day, and there's some serious stuff on there. Like there's possible sightings of the actual Grim Reaper before someone dies, and I got on there, and there's a bunch, man. That like one.
So what did they see before 1480 or whatever it was?
So where did the Grim Reaper first appear?
It was in Europe.
It was.
It was in.
Yeah.
It was.
It was in the 1400s.
It wasn't in Bill and
And then
Ted's
it wasn't.
Bogus
Do you
Journey?
know this?
Well,
It
yeah.
wasn't even a. It wasn't a man. It was a woman.
It was.
The Grim Reaper was a
Yep.
woman?
Yep. It was.
Where was that?
It was in Europe.
Where at in Europe?
Doesn't specify. Just across the
Does it
plains
say it was just a,
of Europe.
Across the plains of Europe.
just a woman or a pissed off woman?
So it was a woman. It was more of a folklore tale. But when the Black Plague hit, that's when it changed.
Yeah.
You know, into a skeleton with a cloak and a sai. What is it called? A sai?
Sith.
Yeah.
Sith. Yeah. What you sith some corn with.
Wheat or
Wheat, barley,
yeah.
Yeah.
makes the beer.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I thought that was
that's what it was. They made the barley with the Sith and then started seeing things.
Yeah.
Somebody died.
Well,
and
that's why they gave the Grim Reaper the Sith, was because the Sith is used for the
reaping.
reaping, but
It was
it's to disconnect the crop from the earth.
Yeah.
yeah, it
the
was
Sith
given
and
life. And then the
Sith for the
hourglass
Grim
was
Reaper
the-
was to he's disconnecting life,
Mm-hmm.
your soul from your body,
Yeah, but
supposedly.
when you die, you get put down into earth.
He's
most of the time.
reaping.
Yeah.
reaping what you sow.
Yes.
That's where I swear to God, that's where it came from. Reaping
And
where you sow.
taking
See,
shots.
I did my.
Is
hey,
this-
And taking
I
shots
did
that
my-
taste like toes.
Is this show getting philosophical now?
What's that mean?
Never
an-
mind. No, we're not.
To answer your question,
Can you spell that and use it in a sentence?
So does the Reaper have anything to do with like Black Friday or anything?
Yes.
ooh,
Really?
Yeah. You know,
tell us about it.
Tell us.
the prices cut your feet out from under you, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
You
might be.
talking
I
about
don't
a
know.
different Black Friday, aren't you? Or are you talking about the?
Is there another Black Friday that we don't know about?
No, it says why is it called Black Friday? I was just wondering because Chris been studying up all week. I was just
Oh,
Well,
no,
I mean,
this was all in
I know
20 minutes.
Wasn't Black Friday? Wasn't Black Friday the would have had a big stock market crash in the 20s? That was where the name originally come from. I
because everything
think so.
dropped in prices. They couldn't afford to sell
thought.
anything.
Well, no,
at high
because
price.
everything. Yeah, the stock market
Mhm.
crashed and so many people
that
started
makes
killing
sense.
themselves.
Is that
so
something?
they called it Black Friday? But
Is that what it, like really what it was?
I know in the 20s, I think it was the 20s when the stock market crashed. There was a lot of people.
Well, you was there.
who
Tell us about
But
it.
there was a lot of people who committed suicide because they lost everything, and so they called it Black Friday. But I don't know how that
I've got
correlates with Black Friday, like the Black Friday sales today. I mean,
this is This is weird when I'm reading on Wikipedia. It says Black Friday, for at least for shopping, says the earliest known use of Black Friday to refer to the day after Thanksgiving occurred in the journal Factory Management and Maintenance in November 1951 and again in 1952. Here it referred to the practice of workers calling in sick the day after Thanksgiving in order to have a 4-day weekend.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, and so with the term Black Friday, this is a more accurate explanation of the term dates back to the early 1960s when police officers in Philadelphia began using the phrase Black Friday to describe the chaos that resulted when large numbers of suburban tourists came into a city and began their holiday shopping. I don't know why anybody
That's
would want to go
interesting.
to Philadelphia to begin their
That
holiday
is.
shopping.
What's interesting is how we kind of
Went
went
one
from
to the
Grim
other.
Reaper to talking about Black Friday.
You have to sway left and right.
Imagine if there were chainsaws for sale.
I know.
And babies being breached.
You can get that deal on them.
Moving along.
No, but they're talking about Grim Reaper
And chainsaws.
I did see. Have you heard about Oscar the cat?
Oscar the cat.
I have not.
You know,
This was back in 2007, so I'm sure Oscar's dead now. But he was a cat that in a nursing home in New England. That the nursing home bought they used to have animals in there because, old people, it was like a, something for them to pet and, kind of, help them out in the nursing home. But they named this cat. The cat's name was Oscar, but they called him the Furry Grim Reaper because he had a knack for picking out when someone was going to die.
He found the ones that were allergic to cat dander.
He would go into the rooms
Because they can sense stuff like that.
and he would snuggle up to somebody, and within a couple days they would die.
Did somebody finally decide, let's get rid of that cat?
Well, no, but they named the cat the Furry Grim Reaper because of that. He predicted like over 50.
He wasn't predicting that. He was causing that.
Yeah. Little microfabric hairs is getting in their chest tubes and just taking them out.
No, but,
Yeah,
I mean,
they-
he predicted he would go.
Predicted.
Well, I'm gonna say predicted, but
There's a scientific
he would go lay up beside somebody, and within
there's a scientific
in a couple days they would die.
explanation for this, Scott. It's allergic reaction.
No, it's not allergic
Cats
reaction.
came in and
Their faces swole up and their eyes started running.
yeah, the little hairs got in the little trachea tubes, and man, he just took them out. Now you could call him the Grim Reaper because
But I didn't.
he was
That's what
spreading
they
his
called him.
nasty ass germs across everything,
No, that's not
and his
what it was.
hairs and his feces.
That isn't what it was.
I bet it was. You know what cat piss smells like? Awful.
Ammonia.
Yeah. Cat probably sickly peed on the man's chest. He was like, yeah. That's what happened.
So, is there anything that kills the Grim Reaper? Or?
Well,
Well,
I mean,
you can't-
Grim Reaper's dead, so I mean, how you gonna
So
kill
he's
him?
already dead. So you can't.
Wow.
How did he become? How did this particular one become the one, or are there billions of Grim Reapers? Like everybody has their own Grim
It's
Reaper.
all folklore for what I've read.
I think everybody has their own Grim Reaper. I don't think there's just one.
Yeah, Jack Skellington's mine.
That's why you
I
had.
met him the other week.
There he is.
That's true. Let's play the clip right now.
That's what happened.
So what? If everybody has
Well,
their
there he
own,
is. There,
then,
there he is.
Trey,
Everybody can
what's
see him. He's still there.
what's your Grim Reaper look like?
Mine's
I know what yours look like.
mine's not a woman.
A bill.
bill.
Or anything that you buy. Scott's like, $7 cheese balls. Oh,
Yeah, that's what
I'm coming, Elizabeth.
I was gonna say that's what mine was, the $7 cheese balls. Just a floating
Any
$7
bill
cheese.
or any Spitz is Scott's Grim Reaper.
I don't know. Chris, what do you think mine would be?
Hair.
Why would I be? Why would hair be a problem though? If I saw hair coming, I wouldn't be scared of that.
I know. I wasn't thinking. I just
Hair. That's always his go-to.
Yeah.
that's my ace in my pocket. I don't know what.
Let's make a hair joke.
Let's see what yours is.
Chris
Trey's
would
is.
be Ernest Hemingway with a guitar.
The shredder.
Master shredder.
His is orange amps that don't work. Works at home. Don't work.
I was playing these things all
All
weekend. They
night.
sounded good.
I color coded my
I don't
chords.
know what's
Yeah.
wrong with this thing.
Get to the show.
Nothing's working.
Nothing.
You're right. You're right. You know what? Now that I think
Pushing
about
up
it,
William's like,
Williams,
Trey,
Williams looking at his.
Trey's like,
Williams looking at his.
stop it, William. Just stop it. I don't need to hear.
Williams looking at his 10 by 10 amp with his one pedal. Then looking at Trey's extravagant setup.
I spent so much time getting everything right, and I'm so proud of it. And everything works great, and like
Then the Grim Reaper comes.
three times in a row. I brought it out to the show and get ready. I get it all set up and like, yeah, look how quick that was to set up. And then we get ready to do a sound check. Nothing's working.
He looks so frustrated, like somebody took the laugh. That's his Grim Reaper.
Yeah, all right, I'll take that one.
Pushing up daisies. I'm gonna bring me some daisies for his amps next time on next show.
All right.
I'm gonna just lay it on the amp.
Carol, what was your Grim Reaper?
No, I got it now. Everything's going to work now.
Since we're getting everybody's Grim Reaper.
I don't know what my Grim Reaper would be.
Your I know what yours is, Daryl.
Yeah.
That's right.
That was a good guess.
That was right on.
Scott, what would your Grim Reaper be?
Chris
said
already
it was a bill. Yeah. Chris, what would your Grim Reaper be?
Mine was the floating $7 cheese balls.
Well, so what would Scott, what would Chris's Grim Reaper be?
I said it was Ernest Hemingway with a guitar.
Okay. The shredder.
I don't know what mine would be.
So did the Grim Reaper have a real name? What was the Grim Reaper's real name, or was it the Grim Reaper?
It had.
I thought it wasn't
It was a Latin name.
It wasn't even called the Grim Reaper originally, though, right?
Scott,
What was it called?
Scott, can you tell us what the Grim Reaper's real name was?
They had like a couple of Latin names, and they had Mr. Bones.
Mr. Bones?
Yes, Mr. Bones.
Oh.
That
Scott,
was
is
like
he,
literally-
is
that
he
was
correct,
one-
Scott?
No, he's wrong. No, this is what is it? He was named after a Greek god.
Oh,
Thanos, I thought, or
Thanos, yes.
No, it's not. It started with a C. There were two of them. Kronos.
Carpinius.
which was Greek or Italian or whatever
Yeah.
for time.
Carpinius.
What Carol sent me here is wrong. Then.
I thought it was
No.
Carpinius.
It could be wrong.
Chris.
But I just,
Kronos. Look it
You
up.
say-
No,
Did you
this
say
says
Carpinius? Did you say
Not Thanos.
Carpinius?
This says Thanatos.
No, it's not
Or
that.
is that-
No,
Thin toes.
Thanatos.
look it up. I guarantee you it was Kronos because Kronos is
No, it was
Latin
it was
for time.
Fat toes, I think. Not thin
Fat
toes.
toes.
I'm about to look this up because I know I'm right. I know I'm right.
Thin toes.
It's fat toes.
You
Kronos.
be messing with the Reaper, man. You over there picking on him? You better
Cronus,
chill out.
here you go. Cronus was the harvest god and carried a sickle, which that's what you were trying to say a while ago, not
Yes.
Sith. Carried a sickle, which is a tool used for harvesting the grain. The Green Reaper carried a scythe. Carrying a scythe is derived from a combination, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, Kronos was the harvest god. That's why he carried
Are
the
you
sickle.
Are you on Goggle, not Google?
Goggle.
I'm on, no,
He's on Dougal.
No, I was there when it happened. I know all this.
Okay, so it's Kronos. It's who?
Cronus.
Cronus.
I'm not wrong.
Okay.
I'm not wrong, and I stand,
you know
I stand
when
by
the-
this.
So, and that was a Greek god.
Was the harvest god? Yeah.
So who was?
Well, and
that
Greek-
was
That's why they
Thanos.
gave him the sickle.
Listen to this.
Who was Thanos?
I'm gonna
then?
go. You even Thanos was the guy that snapped his fingers and made everybody disappear.
Well, that seems like what the Grim Reaper does. He-
Well,
takes
maybe
them
that
out.
was close. But no, listen to this. In Greek mythology, Kronos, called Father Time, was the king of Titans and the father of Zeus. Cronus was a harvest god and carried a sickle. The Grim Reaper carrying a scythe is derived from a combination of Cronus and Cronus.
Okay. All right.
Was there any gods?
So
besides,
shut up.
Besides
You
Greek
just
gods?
you just got dealt with, Scott.
You got served.
Where's your flashcards at now, homie?
I still thought it was Fat Toes. So.
See, fat toes.
So,
Cronus.
Think you know it all over there. He just schooled you, boy.
is there any
Drop mic.
Is there any gods besides Greek gods?
Yeah, there's thousands
Yeah.
and thousands of them all over the world.
Yeah, just like the Spartans, you know.
They weren't Greek.
Where?
Where's Sparta at, Chris? Is it
Greece. It is in Greece, isn't it?
No, they're in Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan State to be exact.
Well, right on the Ohio, Michigan line.
Yeah, well, give or take.
Give or take.
Give or take.
All right. Is that it? Is that all we have for that?
I think that.
And I
is
feel like
all.
we got more.
Well, bring it to the table.
Well, as the centuries went on, we got hooked on the skeleton and the cloak, you know, with the sickle, right? Sickle.
Scythe or
Yeah.
scythe or
No, sickles are the little short ones. Scythe is the big long one.
There's the one with the big wooden handle
Yeah.
with the curved
Yeah.
blade.
you got to put some
And I
effort
think-
into it to swing it.
I think America, you know, just being Americans, you know, we just made it more badass, you know.
Was that what it was?
But let's put a little more makeup on him. Let's make him beefier.
Let me tell you a story.
Put a cut on him for the motorcycle gang, you know. You know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a story real quick of something that happened to me as a child. Insert.
When you had hair.
Jesus.
Oh man,
Man, you know what? You just got me. You got me. I can't even follow that up.
All right, I'll be quiet.
Let me tell you the story real quick. So, I'm left-handed. My dad wants me to cut some of this grass that's out in the back. So he goes to the store and gets sling blade, sickle, whatever you want to call it.
Are you
All the kind of
serious?
same stuff. Yeah. So he comes back because it's real tall. Like you can't cut through it with a lawnmower. We need to swipe this stuff and cut it down. He comes in.
Was
he
this
You gonna let me tell the story?
32 or what?
It was.
I mean,
If you let me finish the story, you'll understand why this is important. He comes home with this sickle, sling blade, whatever. And he says, son, I just went to the hardware store and bought this, but they only had left-handed ones. So you're the only one in the family that can use it. So I take it. But then after I'm out there swinging it and cutting these weeds down, and I realize because my arm starts to get tired, so I switch arms real quick without even thinking about it, and I go the other way, and I say, "Wait a minute." So no, I was about like 10 or something, but he played a good trick on me. Kind of like that's the kind of stuff we would do to Chris,
Yeah.
that's
Don't
crazy
know
because
that.
your dad bought you a sickle. My dad bought me a Murray lawnmower. It had two sickles on the bottom of it.
Yeah, but they didn't. But did they have a
Had a
left-handed Murray?
drive on it.
But did they have a left-handed Murray
Spun
lawnmower?
real fast, didn't it?
Yeah, it got a lot of wheat cut back in the day. But that's serious though. Your dad bought you a sickle.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and told me it was a
That's
left-handed
funny.
one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do you still have
But
it?
I could actually see
No.
your dad doing that.
No, because this was back in the day. It's all rotted now. It's long gone.
That's cool.
So you were out there swinging that thing left-handed, talking about.
I was swinging it. Yeah, I was swinging it left-handed, saying, "Man, look, they made this just for me." And for me, when I played baseball and I had to find a glove for a left-handed person,
Yeah.
it was tough. So anything that I wanted to do that was, usually made for right-handed people,
He was out there singing, "You got to go to the lonesome valley."
you proud of
And
yourself?
there's no one to be there for you.
Yep. And that's about when I switched hands because I got tired. And I said, "Wait a minute."
This
Hold
works
on,
both ways.
Wilbur, this ain't right.
So what did your dad say when you told him?
I don't remember.
This is crazy.
I don't remember. I do remember realizing it and then laughing about it. But it is what it is. It was funny. It's a good story to tell, even for those of you that want to belittle it and say you had hair.
I love that joke. I will ride that joke until we stop. We ain't never gonna stop.
Look at my nipple.
Here we go. See, that's his little ace in the hole.
That's right.
And I ain't got no control over it. I got
Give me one margarita. I'm gonna open my leg.
That is a damn lie. I ain't opening nothing.
All right, I'm getting carried away. I'm gonna start hitting all the buttons now.
But man, I love this subject.
My favorite is whenever it gets quiet. You talk about an ace in the hole. That's yours. It gets real quiet. He goes, but man.
But actually, I hate that you noticed that, but I do that a lot because I don't know where to go to after that. After the 3 seconds of awkward silence.
Look at my nipple. Look at my nipple.
But yeah.
You can't get away from
That's
it,
what I
man.
like the end. What was that anyway? What was
It's
the
rock
banana?
That I was portraying beautiful people.
He was,
Yeah, yeah.
he was talking about Marilyn Manson. Talking with me having no shirt or whatever.
Yeah.
How
You
he
don't
like that?
Huh?
How he like that?
Yeah.
Don't you start.
I figured.
This show's been clean. Don't you start.
All right.
It was on replay the whole time he was on the cruise.
Don't do it. The Grim Reaper got naked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you.
That's what he told you.
Oh my god.
But yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we at.
All right, so the Grim Reaper. What is
See, that's an icebreaker. So the Grim Reaper. We're gonna talk about him again.
I don't know. What else can we say about the Grim
I
Reaper?
don't know, man, other than he's scary and
Oh, I know something. I do have something. The outfit that he was wearing was the robe. It started with the minister of death or something like that. It was like a preacher type person that would come in when a person was dying. They had that cloak on with
had
the
the
hood.
last rites and all that. Did
Yeah,
they have
it
the
was something like that.
macabre mask, the long beard?
No, that was
Oh, that's the Black Plague.
that was the plague
that? Was
stuff,
the Black Plague that had the
But there's something to that, though. Why they made the mask the way they were, and there was something to that.
that was because back in those times the doctors thought that protected them from the Black Plague.
The long beaks?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Do we have any information on this?
that's
Kind of. It's the same as like
I thought it was meant to look scary.
Like the COVID mask.
I was about to say it probably worked about the same as you could, during COVID you could only walk down one aisle a certain direction.
Yeah, one way.
yeah.
That was the.
And
No, we're not going to start because I will go off on this crap.
Plexiglass partition. There.
Oh my God!
You know
And
that only went this high.
Yeah.
you know because
And you always passed everything over around the glass.
and
Yeah.
go down the wrong way on the wrong aisle. Boy, there will be security and Karens right in your face in 20 seconds. You trying to kill people? You're going the wrong way.
oh my god, it was
I swear.
2020
you're
was
right.
about as I mean
Ridiculous.
we should do a whole
people
show
got-
just on.
Oh, let's do it. I'm ready to. I got a
20.
lot to get off my chest.
Yeah,
But come
there's
on, man. Let's go
Not
off track.
only that, but
No,
for
actually,
1 minute.
about
actually during 2020, I remember seeing somebody that had one of those Halloween masks with the snout thing, the big bird looking
well,
thing.
they probably read that the doctors back in those days wore it to protect from the Black Plague. They were
Okay,
like,
but everybody died during the Black Plague, and they wore those masks.
yeah, well, I mean, but the
It
people
was the Karens had their way in 2020. They was on top.
What about the people today that you see riding in the car by themselves with a
Oh, I see a few of them here
Oh, with
now.
the chin diaper, and there's them by themselves.
Yeah.
I just want to sneeze on them.
You know,
Suffering fuck attack. That's what I want to do. Oh my God! But no,
But anyway,
I could go
yeah.
on and on. That was 2020 was the Karen of all years.
Absolutely. But yeah, we should definitely revisit that and just have one big episode. The only problem with that is I know that I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing during that.
Yeah, because that's gonna be getting that's not gonna be on many platforms. So.
No, I'll have to take out words and take out phrases and whole paragraphs and whole sentences and whole minutes.
How many people run out of toilet paper in 2020?
Oh my God.
Don't piss me off. I've been good. You mentioned the toilet paper. That'll piss me. Because I'm telling you, I've ran out of toilet paper a many a day. Remember, I called you. I'm like, hey, you got a roll? $10.
9. Quit lying.
Is that why your hand's a little discolored?
Shut up.
That was
shut
2021. No, what year was the cruise?
2023. The cruise was like just a month ago.
2023, the hands got discolored.
Well, see, after the cruise, he didn't need toilet paper.
I can't with y'all.
I'm sorry. Let's get back on track.
Those were words never repeated on the cruise. I can't with y'all.
I can't with y'all. Shut up. I ain't doing this. I'm gonna keep it clean. Oh my God. We've been doing.
No, he had that T-shirt on that said, "Yes, we can."
Who's we?
No, it's not my vocabulary.
All right, so
I love this show.
All right,
anyway, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about this, and we'll go to break. So I was watching.
We just had the bill.
I know.
Yeah, the bell sounded.
That was just a warning shot.
I was watching YouTube today, and there's some interesting stuff out there. People that's pertaining to our subject.
Oh, okay.
I was watching YouTube the other day. There's some interesting stuff on there.
So
I'm sorry, brother. That was just funny.
I know.
It was just like I was watching YouTube. There's some interesting stuff out there. Like, really?
Well, I wasn't particularly looking at this topic. I saw some stuff, but I'm talking about this topic today. So there were some people that died, and there was video recording, whether it was driving, walking, or whatever they was doing. I'll give an example. So there was people that was driving down a highway, and you see this object, and they zoom up on it. You see a skeleton foot, and it was in black cloak right before the people crashed and died.
A skeleton foot.
Yep, it was a skeleton foot coming out the bottom of the cloak because they zoomed in on it.
I saw that. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And
it was like a still picture though, right?
It was a still. It was whatever it was. Was just standing
where
there.
was it in the video though?
It was overseas somewhere. I don't know exactly where it was.
In the plains of Europe.
And yeah, it was somewhere. It was over there in
Green Hills.
It was over there, and Ernest.
Hemingway.
It was in the Ernest Hemingway County.
Short stories.
But
the Grim
but
Reaper.
that's not the only one. There was one. It was on the street, and a security camera caught the whole thing. A guy got stabbed to death. But before the guy got stabbed to death, something popped out the side of the building, but there was no windows at
Ernest Hemingway's guitar.
Yep. There was no windows, no whatever. It was just like a black silhouette. And then it just disappeared, and minutes later the guy died.
Kind of like the ghost on the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze. Is that what it looked like?
Was he flipping bottle tops and stuff?
Yeah, like you come out of the ground, "Ah!" You know, they all screaming, "Ah!" Dragging you back down to hell. No, it wasn't
Well, I'm
like
just
that.
asking what it looked like. I mean, that's
it was similar to what you're talking about. Yeah,
so it was.
It was like a dark figure. But that, man, you need to look at it. It's some scary stuff, man. I truly believe that they have caught the Reaper moaning.
They could have.
You know,
Moaning?
they say that he moans before he takes your soul. Do you know that?
I didn't know.
Is the Reaper moaning? You never heard that?
Does the female Reaper do that too? Asking for a friend.
I'm gonna try it.
Chris only works with the males. So.
Oh my God! Here we go. That's 30 minutes.
Nope, we leave that in.
All right, that was a good subject. That was a good subject. That was a good subject on the Grim Reaper.